Hi, my name is Anne Walsh. I'm a lay missionary of the Most Holy Redeemer from St. John's in Newfoundland and Labrador in Canada. I first met the Redemptorists when I was a teenager. They weren't in the parish I grew up in, but they ran a youth program for teenagers and young adults that I became involved in. And I really felt drawn to them. Their way of being present to us, the sense that they wanted to be with us. I had never met priests like that before, and it was really captivating. But there were no possibilities then for continued involvement for an adult. And so I chose to go to rural Newfoundland and Labrador teaching. And for the next 7 years, I was a teacher in a small community. I taught children, and at night I taught adults. I was also often called to visit the sick and the dying, to pray with them and to be present to them, because our pastor was quite ill and could not answer those calls often. When I had to get someone to preside at a funeral, I would call a Redemptorist in St. John's, 3.5 hours away, and they would always come. That willingness to leave their comfort zone, day or night, and come to help me, that really made an impact on me. I discovered through those 7 years that I wanted to be a pastoral leader. Whether I stayed as a teacher or not was irrelevant. I knew that I needed skills for pastoral leadership, for doing this job, this ministry that I had come to love. And so I went to Toronto to do a Master of Religious Education degree. And the very first day, I met the Redemptorists again. And this time the connection stuck. This time they invited me into their home, and I would go for meals, for prayer, for conversation, for socializing. They invited me into their youth programs. I became a preacher on their youth mission team, and I ran their serve program with 2 Redemptorists for the next 3 summers. When I chose to go back to Newfoundland and Labrador, I left a piece of my heart with the Redemptorists. But within a couple of years, they came knocking again. And this time they asked me to come work with them on their youth mission team, then in parish pastoral projects, in mission preaching, in coordinating partnership in mission. The doors opened and continued to open. And that was for me a great affirmation and sign that God was present in that. We've had our ups and downs, but this road of mission together, with our eyes firmly on Jesus the Redeemer and his love for the most abandoned, for the most wounded in our world. They recognized something in me, and I found a spiritual home with them. It's been a wonderful journey. As I said, it's had its ups and downs, but it has been a journey of finding meaning in life. The Redemptorist spirituality, rooted in crib, cross, altar, and Mary, is my spirituality. Incarnation, redemption, Eucharist, and relationship with our sister and mother. Incarnation, that God became human once in Jesus, and God continues to become human. And we can recognize Jesus in the poor, especially. So to reach out to go out to the poor, is to find Jesus. And for me, it's to find meaning. Redemption, that journey that's not just about redemption at the end of time or at the end of my life, but redemption here and now, in that journey we're all on, from pain to healing, from sorrow to joy, from hopelessness to hope. Why? For more life. I came that you may have life and have it to the full. That's the voice of redemption. And it's here and now, a possibility here and now, as well as at the end of time. The Eucharist, the Mass, has always been the source and the summit for me. I've always found solace, hope, and comfort community and joy, and most of all, music in the Eucharist. As I've grown on my journey with the Redemptorists, I've come to see, though, that as I am fed, I am sent to be fed and to be food for others. I'm sent to feed others and to be food for them, for those who need to be fed, for those who long for hope. And Mary, our Mother of Perpetual Help. Whenever I have to turn to God, I also turn to Mary. I see in her my sister and my friend. She experienced everything I experience. And so often she's the one I talk to before I go to her Son, before I go to God the Father, before I call on the intercession and the power of the Holy Spirit. For me, Mary is sister, most of all, sister and friend. This has been a life worth living for me. This Redemptorist connection has really made my life a life worth living. And I would invite you too to consider it as a path for your life. God bless.